Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Cyclone 4006 toy hauler. I'm here to show you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. I'm hooking your hitch up right now. A couple things I want you to take into consideration. Your slides. You got this big slide on your campsite. And then around here on your off camp side, you got your other slide. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities. Make sure these slides come in and out unimpeded, preferably nothing hanging over top of them. And I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. The power is going to be all the way here at the rear of the unit. Conveniently stores inside there. Power to bring it in. And your docking station is in this storage area here.
Oh, that was cool.
So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you park, leveling system here on the front. You hold in both buttons to turn it on. Hitch height to bring up and down your hitch, to hook your hitch up. Once you've got your hitch unhooked, go ahead and hit auto level, and that'll bring down all your auto leveling systems. Once you got unit level, we'll hook our power and water up. Again, your power cord is here at the back. 50 amp service. At the end of your 50 amp service, should you need it, will be in the convenience pack is a 50 to 30 amp dog bone, we call it. And then on the end of that, should you need it, a 30 amp to 110 adapter if you need to plug in at home. Got your power hooked up. Let's go ahead and do our water. So again, up here at the docking station. Over here to the left. Right here's your inlet. You're simply going to set it at whatever you want to do. It's set at winterized right now. Turn this over to city fixtures. Now we're on city fixtures. We can go ahead and hook up our hose. First and foremost, a water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce your water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid into your unit. Hook up your water pressure regulator, hook up your hose. Make sure this is set to city fixture, but don't turn our hose on yet. Let's go back here to your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point is make sure our drain plug's back in. May have left this out from last time you were camping. Draining your hot water heater. Get that in there nice and snug, and you can turn your hot water heater on from indoors. What you want to do is you want to go to the farthest hot water away from this and open up your tap. Once water's coming out of there, it's not going to be hot yet, but you'll be able to know that your hot water heater is full. Then you can shut off your tap and turn on your hot water heater. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use the city water. We're going to use potable water. Go ahead and go back up here. I'll leave that down for now. Kind of hard to do one-handed here. You're gonna hook it up to dry camping. Just point it up to dry camping. Put your water in the same place. Treat your hot water heater the same way. Just remember, when using potable water or dry camping is when you're gonna want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump if you're using city water, it's already pressurized. Here you can do a tank fill, and down here to winterize, which is where it was set as it winterized your unit. All right, we got our water hooked up, our power hooked up. Let me walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit and show you a few things. Cable and satellite hookups. You hook up for your water. There's a spray port for an outdoor shower. Down here's your black tank flush. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. Another cable inlet. 110s. Your water pump. You can turn on your water pump here or from indoors. Remember, only do that when you're dry camping. And a little docking light. Here's your pass-through storage. Is your dog bone from 50 down to 30. And then your 30 down to 110. Your sewage hose, we'll talk about that shortly. Also at the front here, here's your propane tanks. One on this side, one on the other. Gray tank number 1. There's your handles for that, and your wastewater, your black tank and your gray water. We'll dump them down there. There's your low point drain. It's draining out water as we speak. Sewer outlet connection. That's where we'll hook up our sewage when we're dumping the station. Your hot water heater. This is your furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of this. It'll get rather hot. Separate black tank flush for your other sewage line. And your handles for pulling those. This is your fueling station. An emergency shut off for that. And here is your fuel pump. Right there. Unleaded tanks. Again, your power. This is a vent from the inside. You can push that out to vent your garage area. Your ladder. Just release these cotter pins and pull this out towards you. Go up and check your seams. I recommend twice a year. Caulk as needed. We will open up your garage here shortly. Come around to your campsite. Your separate entryway for your garage. Your awnings. Your awnings, you're only going to want to run them out until the flap falls down to 90 degrees. Once that falls down, you know you're out far enough. These are access to the back of your fridge. The outdoor kitchen here holds up on that magnet up there. Just got to lift it up high. Make sure that's on there. You don't want that falling on your head. And your griddle here. Flip this over and turn it back upside down. It sets on there for your griddle. Your quick connect LP right here. Connect that up to it. Your outdoor fridge plugs in out here. Just reach up here and pull that down. Be sure to lock this when you're not camping. Some valuables in there. Over here, your other low point drains. One who's draining on the other side is for your potable water. Outdoor speakers. There's a rug for your garage area. Your hot water bypass for when you winterize the unit. Cable 110 out here if you want to set a TV. And some lighting. Right above that lighting, and shut it off so you can try to see it, is your battery disconnect. That'll come in later, important later, when we talk about your carbon monoxide detector. That shuts off all the battery power to the unit. Over here, your propane. Back here, your regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using and open the tanks up. On the front of your unit, get your hitch all hooked up here. Inside here is your hydraulics and your battery. Up above here is some storage, and below that your generator. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside your unit. I'm going to show you how to open up your ramp here. You can put a padlock on these. Highly recommend it if you get your toys in there. Remove these same way on both sides, and one person can actually bring this down. Got a nice spring here. Comes down nicely. If you want to use it as a ramp, just simply remove these cotter pins. Come here. Pull this side out. Show you where these lock in at. This one you're gonna have to bring it in at a little angle. Straighten that like that. That locks right on there. Turn the other side out. Repeat the process on this side. Just bend this so that you can get that to catch right in there. Straighten up. Just can set that on there and you've got your deck. You have your big sliding doors here for your patio. That must be locked from the inside. That's how you set this deck up. We'll close that back up for you. So again, once you pull that out of there, just pull back on this a little bit, and that'll release that from there. There it goes. Hold your front in. Bring this side in first. Hold this over. Get it up in there. You can Velcro this closed as well for travel. And repeat the process over here. To remove that, simply press down on this. Excuse me, lift up. Bring over here. Bend this in a little bit. That'll release that from there. Your patio in again. Fold it all the way in. And slide your door up in. Sometimes you have to lift up on this a little bit. Velcro that in. Same thing there. And just simply lift up your deck. Just remember as you're coming in, just want to keep an eye on your cables. Make sure they stay tucked in. Same thing on the other side. Cables are all in. And lock up your deck. Alright, let's head inside. Alright, so coming up inside your unit, first thing I like to mention is your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Also in your entry doorway, some lighting. Coming inside your unit now, that button was lighting for your pantry. Your Nordic cold fridge, I'll run over that real quick. Simply turn it on here. Right now it's set up to auto. I don't know if you can see it, but it shows a gas and electric to the left. Right now it's running off gas. Now it's on auto. Now it's on electric. Now it's just on gas. So auto means when you're plugged in, you run off electricity. As soon as you unplug, that dot will switch over to gas. Over here, change your settings 1 through 9, 9 being the coldest. Hold that in for a second there, now shut that off. Coming around into your kitchen here, turn some lights on. You do have a control here for a vent to open up top and a fan to turn on. Make sure you close that fan up. Over here to your stove, simply turn it to light, hit your spark, and when your gas is on, it'll light up. Down here, same way, set this to light. Self-explanatory microwave. You do have a two level exhaust here and a light. Come around into your living room here. You have what I call parachute pull. Simply pull up on the handle here. That'll recline your seating. You do have to use your feet to put it back down. Same type of lighting over here, or seating over here. USB ports in the end. Over here's a sleeper. Simply grab a hold of the front here, pull it towards you. Get lifted up a little bit. There we go. And just that quickly, it turns into a bed. I'm going to reverse the process to put it back up. I want to lift up in the middle here a little bit. Push it all back. And just that quickly, back to a sofa. Over here is your television. Turn that on. Don't know if we're getting any channels in on indoors here. Below that, your sound system. Turn your sound system on right there. Change your sources. Kicking on, it's on Bluetooth right now. You get your TV sound, DVD, auxiliary. See it all changing there in the corner. To FM. Different zones. Wherever you turn it on, is where your music's playing. Shut it off there. There's your television. Try to change the channel here. Not going to pick up too much indoors here, but TV does work. Shut that off. Fireplace. Not just for looks anymore. Yeah, I can get all these different pretty colors on here. But the biggest advantage of this is if it's chilly in the morning or evening, the heat's actually on right now. Turn that on here. Instead of using up your gas, use their electricity to get it warm in here. This will get it toasty in here in no time at all. Coming up into your hallway here. An override for your one-touch panel. Start up here with the one-touch panel. So I'm gonna go back to the main button here. Keep hitting the back button until you get back to the main control panel. There we go, we're back to the home. You can control your awning from here, your generator, your leveling system, your lighting, your monitor panel, your slides. You can control everything from here, or a manual override all down here. So these are interior lighting. This is your Winegard satellite system. More lighting here. Down here is your slide in and out. Your awning extend. Remember, your awning, you only want to run that out until your flap falls down to 90 degrees and you know you're out far enough. And more lighting. This is your inverter showing where your power is coming from. Back up here, let's go to our generator. Turn that on. And it just kicked on. So let me go outside and let you hear that running real quick. Your generator in here. Burning nicely. Go back inside to our control panel. Oops, wrong way. Go back up here. Back off and shut that off. And your generator just shut off. You can also control all your lights and your slides from here. Lighting. Touch the lighting. You can change all your lighting through the whole unit. Just to the right of that is your thermostat. Change the mode to cool. We'll listen for your AC to kick on. And it did. You notice we shut the AC off, it'll shut off quickly. Now your furnace just kicked on. When you shut your furnace off, that will take a couple moments to shut off the fan. Coming into your bathroom here. So what I mentioned here is where your 110 with GFCI resets at. Maintain your plumbing. Keep an eye on your plumbing over the years. You are bouncing a house down the road. You want to make sure that everything hasn't wiggled loose. Come back into your bedroom here. You do have an adjustable bed, which adjusts from over here. What I want to point out is make sure that you are all the way reclined before you close this slide. Closet back here with 110s and USB ports. Also make sure that this is secure when traveling. You have a little lock up here. Make sure that doesn't move. You have your own thermostat back here in the bedroom. And your lighting. Well, it covers everything up in here. Let's go back here to your garage. We've already opened the deck up for you. Just want to show you all these controls up here. Your slide room, your awning for back here, your bed lift up and down, and all of your lighting. Do you have another sound system back here? We're going to go ahead and bring your bed down. Now, we've taken the cotter pins out, but I'll show you where to put your cotter pins in. Once this bed is all the way up, there's two little holes right there. You have 4 cotter pins. Put it in each corner and that'll hold the top bunk up. Let's run these down real quick, show you how far they come down. This is also prepped for a television back here. Prepped for a washer and dryer. And your own thermostat. As you see, the top bunk will stop at a certain point. Your table for in between these 2 seating areas stores up there. As this gets to the bottom, it leaves you plenty of headroom. Once that stops, simply lift the front of these and fold them over. If you do use it for a bed, put these feet down and roll that back. Do the same thing on the other side. Set your table up in between them. And I will go ahead and hit lift, and we'll run this back up. Do you see you have speakers back here? Your AC, a separate fire extinguisher, of course all your tie downs. The way these vents work is you simply push out on them. Gives you a vent for in here. You have fueling fumes. Oh, wrong way. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this back up. Alright, so our bed's all the way back up. Here's the lock that I told you I couldn't get in these doors because that was locked. There's a ladder that lifts out. Get up to your top bunk area. And if you need the extra storage, simply open this up. And it's going to give you a little bit more room to put some things in here. Lock that back away. That about covers everything inside. Let's go ahead and close up the unit and act like we're leaving the campsite. So what I'd like to do is come in here and shut off all of the lighting. Come to my control panel. Shut off the garage ceiling light. Off. Just shut off all the main lights in the unit. That way I can walk through and see all the individual ones that I have to shut off. Let me do that real quick. So now I've shut off all the lighting except for what I can control here. I want you to go through and make sure your bed is up. All doors are closed, all drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede your slides from coming in. And you're simply going to hit in. Open it up so you can see a little better here. Sounds like it's starting with your bedroom slide. Once that's in, we'll go up here, back out of lighting, and we're going to go 2 slides. Bedroom slides in, go to main slide, and retract. Main slide is moving in, it tells you that right there. That's going to bring all of your other slides in. See, they come in rather quickly. Make sure all your drawers and doors are closed. Steer clear of this while you're standing here in the hall. And we're in. Go ahead and shut off our main lights here. And head out of the unit. So coming outside your unit, you want to make sure this exterior door is all the way open before you lift these steps up into the doorway. It's kind of wet right now, so I don't want to. Pull that handle back and set these right up inside the doorway. Remember to lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift this handle up and fold it over your door, and you're all set for travel. Now, normally our slides would be in at this point. They're still cleaning up in there, so I'm going to leave that closed. Leave the slides open. I'll show you how to dump your unit. Now unhook any cable, unhook your water, bring your leveling jacks up. Show you how to do that real quick. You're just going to come right back up here, your auto leveling system. Again, hold down both buttons until this turns green. After you've hooked up your hitch, hit retract all, and that'll bring up all of your auto leveling system. If you're using potable water, we'll go to that low point drain right there and open that up. We're going to come to our hot water heater. We're going to lift up on this valve. That's going to dump all of your hot water out. Once that's done, be sure to close this, otherwise your door won't close. And then you can pull your drain here. You can close this while that drain is still draining. Excuse me, it's going to take two hands. There. And head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, you can start at either one of these sewer outlets. You have two of them, one here in the back. First thing we'll pull is that black handle in there. Once that black handle's done, or once that sounds like it's no longer draining, leave that black handle open, again with your water pressure regulator. Hook up your sewage hose, leave it open, hook up your water pressure regulator again, and turn your hose on. Leave that on for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash out your black tanks, get all that nastiness out of there. Close this up, close your black handle, and remove that. Next, you're going to come up here to this holding tank. Hook up your sewage hose there. Come up here and pull your black handle. Now after you pulled your black handle for a while, you're going to come to this black tank flush. Leave your black handle open again. Hook up your hose at the dump station and run that for a good 5 minutes. Wash out that black tank. Unhook that hose. Close your black handle and pull your gray handle. Now your gray tank's going to be your cleaning waters, your sinks and your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. And you can store it in a nice sanitary place. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase of this Cyclone. We hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Happy camping.